Hey there, welcome to Imantix AI Academy. We are continuing our series on building your own agents, and the agent that we were building out last time was a voice agent. So the objective here was to build an agent that can respond to voice commands and do some work. So that's the broad objective. And the one we were doing in specific was a child tutor. So the child tutor agent would generally, what it would do is, we have these small children, we have autistic children, and these children need guidance on simple things, let's say like tying your shoelaces, brushing your teeth, combing your hair. They're simple things that they need help with, especially autistic children. They struggle with these simpler things in life, whereas the more complex things they're able to do pretty easily. So they're able to solve mathematical equations, do complex things. Can do it easily. They have fantastic memory, but they struggle with the simpler things that need to be done. So the what we are trying to build out here is an agent that can accept input from a child. Say, for example, the child is asking, "How do I brush my teeth?" For example. So what we want the agent to do is accept that input from the child. Then it will generate some output where we want to use image. We want to generate some images which would show him in a pictorial format. What it will show him in a pictorial format what he can, how he would do what will be the steps to achieve it, and then we will also try to speak out what has been done, right? So if you look at it, we are looking at three different models per se, or three different special tasks that we want the models to do. We did get into this towards the end of the last series, last video. So the first thing we want the model to do is called transcription. And the models that can do transcription are called ASR models. So automatic speech recognition models, these can uh, take sound as input and convert it to text, right? What is it the person is saying? It can convert that to text. The second model that we want is a model that can take text and convert it to an image, right? So we want this collage of images to be created, or that particular task that the child is asking about. And the third model we want is it can take, again, it takes text, it is describing something, right? So it'll take text as input and it'll convert it to sound, to audio. These are called TTS models, text to speech models. And what we are basically trying to do here is we will try to use relevant models where possible, and we are trying to be as cost effective as we can. So in the case of transcription, what we did was we used a model from NVIDIA. It's a freely available model called Parakeet. This is a small model which can do audio to text transcription. It's like a 0.6 billion parameter model. That's about 600 million parameters. So it can pretty much run on a standard laptop. You wouldn't have a big challenge running this model locally. Now for converting to an image, now this is the place where uh, we can look at other options. I mean, the one option would be, say we go to Hugging Face, right? So we'll go to Hugging Face. This is a website where you get a lot of different models available for free, and you can come here into the model section, and we can look for a particular type of model. The task we want to do is text to image. So you have here text to image models, right? Now, as you can see on the right, there are these various models available which can convert text to images. One of them, say, Quen. Quen is a very popular model. It's from Alibaba. And there are these multiple other models which can do text to image. But in our case, we will use NanoBanana. So we will use the most popular model from Google at the moment. It's making a lot of waves. So it's the Google NanoBanana model. I mean, NanoBanana is just the the slang word for it. It's actually the Google 2.5 Gemini 2.5 Flash image generation model. But yeah, it's famous as NanoBanana. So we'll use NanoBanana to take the text that has been generated from the audio that the child spoke, convert that text into a collage of images, and then we will use a speech text to speech model. Now again, there are multiple models available here. You have models which are available. So you have models which are available on Hugging Face again, which can do speech to text. Oh, sorry, text to speech. So these are, you have Kimi K2, you have a lot of different models available which can do text to speech. But one of the most famous models for text to speech is the OpenAI series of GPT-4o Mini TTS. It's a pretty good model. The sound that it generates is pretty lifelike, with a lot of inflections and human emotions. You can make out that it's pretty good. So I think what we'll do for our case is we will go with that. We'll go with the OpenAI. OpenAI is the GPT-4o Mini TTS text to speech model. It gives you a lot of different audio options. It can talk in different accents and different personalities. We'll just take the default one. I believe it's called Alloy. But yeah, that doesn't matter in general. But yeah, this is the general flow of what we are doing. So last time what we managed to do was we managed to take input from the user, convert it into text. So that was step one of what we want to achieve. And now let's proceed to taking some text, and actually we need a slight model in between. We need a text to text model. I'll explain why we need this model. So basically the child has asked a question, right? So child has asked us a question, how do I brush my teeth? So there's a question, we need an answer before we can convert that answer to an image. We don't want to convert the question to an image. So we want a text to text model. For this we will, we can use just the GPT-4o Mini. So this will interpret the text that the child is saying, convert it to an answer, how to brush my teeth. It'll describe it, and then give the description to NanoBanana to convert to an image, and it'll also give the description to the TTS model to convert to audio. Okay, so that's basically the plan, how we plan to achieve this. Okay, let's get cracking on this. We go back to our coding agent, our software developer, and we just ask him to proceed. So let's review what we have done. I'll just go through the settings that we have. We did change a few settings based on what we had done last time. So I went ahead and changed the approvals to full access because it keeps asking a lot of questions in the auto mode. And then I changed the thinking, the model. I changed it to the thinking high because what we are doing is slightly complex, and the medium thinking model is not doing a really is doing what we wanted to do, but it is struggling a bit. So these are the two changes that we have done to our setup. So now let's continue. So we would like to convert the text accepted from the audio into an LLM based response. So now for the LLM response, now this is a good question. Should we use multiple API keys? Because all of these would be APIs, right? We're going to go out to a platform and we are going to use the API to convert it. So we have not used an API yet. So let's do one thing. Let's not use an API. I'll ask him to use, let's use local model. Like, now which model can we use? We can use probably Gemma. So Gemma is a series of models from Google. They are small models that can be downloaded, and we will go with the Gemma, say 3B. It's a 3 billion parameter model. Again, it might look a bit large, but it should if you have a laptop with around 8 to 16 GB of RAM, it should be able to load this model. The responses will not be amazing, but we're just starting off. We're just trying things out. We'll use a local model like Gemma to convert the transcribed audio into text as a response. So the audio input will be a question like, how do I brush my teeth? The response should include guides on how to brush, plus uh, a prompt for a text to image model and a prompt for a text to, we don't need the prompt for the text to audio model, because the audio model will just read out the response, right? So that's all that it needs to do. But we need a prompt for the image model, because we need to describe what kind of image we want to create. This is geared for small children, so we need to explain it in detail, and the images too should be well structured. Okay, so that's what we told the AI agent to do. This is like we are telling the software, giving the requirements to the software developer, and we just told him that we want to do some things. And we have not yet told him that we want to use NanoBanana, but let him first start just converting the question to a response, and then we will so once we get the prompt, we will start to use NanoBanana and all that. Now the thing is, if we want to use a online model, so the models that we are using right now, they're all locally hosted, right? They're running on our laptop. But now if I want to use NanoBanana does not exactly run on our laptop. It's a pretty large model, although it's called Nano. Um, but it's pretty large. We will not be able to run it on our laptop. So we'll have to use the Google API to use it. Now, how can I get access to this NanoBanana model and the Google API? So what we would need to do is we would need to go to the Google website. So Google has a website called aistudio.google.com. It's called the Google AI Studio. And what you would need to do there is we go out and we create our API key. So to create an API key in this Google API Studio is you click on create API key. It'll ask you to create a project first. So you need to create a project. So in this case, you create a project named Voice Agents. And then you need to create an API key and give it a name. So in our case, we created an API key called Voice Agent again. Voice Agent key, that's the name of our API key. And then we copy the API key, and we would be giving this API key to our AI agent or a software developer agent, so that it can use this key. Now, how are keys normally given to agents? So the standard way of giving a key to an agent is you create a file called .env. Now, these files are supposed to be local. You're not supposed to upload them. Please be very careful when using API keys. Do not upload them to any online GitHub public platform, because there are so many people who will misuse this information, and these keys would normally end up being paid. So we call this Gemini API key, and we put an equal to sign and we paste the key here. So this is the key that we got from Gemini. We'll ask our model to use this key and convert the text prompt that will create into an image. So let's see, it's still working on it. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so coming back, what are things looking like? It says that it has done some work. It has introduced Gemma. Uh, and the recorder. Okay, let's run this app. So we are asking the AI platform now to run the app. Let's see what it looks like. I think it's struggling to run the app directly, probably because of timeout. So many of these AI platforms, they are restricted for how long they can execute commands. These are restrictions which are good restrictions which are added by the by the company. So in this case, OpenAI has added some restrictions, and I think it's not able to run our app directly. So what we'll do is just take the command that has created and paste it into our terminal. So I'll just stop him for now. I'll just press the escape key, and we will run this ourselves. We click on the plus sign, and we will paste the command that it was trying to run. It says, okay, something. Can I just delete all this? Okay, yeah, I think that first part, which is the one in red, was not correct. Okay, so it says that it is starting up. It probably might need to download this model that we wanted to use. So there are some warnings. So it's initialized. So Transformers is basically a library from Hugging Face, which allows you to use these models locally on your own laptops. So that's what is getting initialized right now. It's just starting it up. I think it is not able to use the Gemma models because they need a login, it seems. Um So what we can do is we can then run Gemma from our from a software called Ollama. This is again a free software. You can download it if you want. So the way Ollama works is you would need to just download Ollama. You can download it from their website. So it allows you to so if you download this Ollama tool, it gives you this application which you can download and run from your laptop, and it gives you various models that you can use. I think the one we wanted was Gemma 3, and there are several models within Gemma 3. So we'll take a small one, let's say like Gemma 3 1B or 270M. Let's go with that. So if say for example we want to use the 1 billion parameter model from Gemma, so there when you click on it, it gives you a command like Ollama run Gemma 3 1B. You can run the command and it will install it. I've already done that. So I'll just serve. You say Ollama serve, which will just get these models up and running. And what we'll tell our AI agent is for Gemma 3 1B, please use Ollama. Okay, I think it's given us a new command this time. Let's run this one and see whether it's able to start up our app. There is a URL. Let's run this, visit this URL. It takes a little time to start up because I think the audio transcription model is being loaded right now. That's the model that will convert audio to text. The model that convert text to text is already started. That's separate Ollama. So it's starting on Parakeet at the moment. Okay, great. It started. And let's ask a question. I allow audio. Hello there. How do I brush my teeth? Now it has also generated a response and some prompts. Now what we want to do is convert these prompts into images. Let's go back to our coding agent. We got a text response. Now we would like to convert the text to images using NanoBanana. The Gemini API key is in the .env file, but we probably need to give it the model, right? So let's find the model. So Google API NanoBanana. So let's copy this name from here. We go back. This is the model. And just to speed things up a bit, what I think we'll do is we'll take this response and we will feed it to the AI so that we can start off from here, right? Rather than having to go through the entire process all over again. So I'll just make a new file. I'll just call it response.txt and I'll just paste the response that we got. It's trying to figure out how to use this model, which we can probably get from the Google website. It doesn't need to spend so much time. So let's click on the Google AI Studio. So it says here that to get started with Gemini, you can use this code. So I'll just copy this from here. Use Gemini to access the model. This is the sample code. The model we want to use is, let me just confirm, Gemini 2.5 flash image. Okay, and we'll ask it to do a quick test using the image prompts that were generated last time, which we saved. So okay, now it says that it's going to generate the images. directly. Let's see if it does it. Hello there, how do I brush my teeth? It started with the transcription. We can see that happening. It has sent a message to Ollama for a response. Ollama is still processing the response. Okay, it seems like it got a response from Ollama. Now it's trying to get images from Google. It seems to have failed with some giant error message. So what I would normally do is I would just copy this error, give it back to the AI software developer agent and tell him to fix it. Okay, here goes again. Hey there, how do I brush my teeth? Okay, so it's done with the transcription. It's reaching out to Ollama for a response. Okay, so Ollama has responded. Then we have these messages going out to Google for images. Great. So we have some images generated from Google, and I don't think they are amazing, but yeah, I think the starting point, right? So what managed to do? What have we managed till now? So we got the voice input converted to a text prompt and certain prompts that we would be sharing with our text to image model. It converts these prompts to images, and then we have the images that were generated from NanoBanana. And now the next step would just be to convert our text to audio, where it speaks out what it has converted. Although I think there is a lot of potential for improvement on the prompts for generating these images, or actually we could even try for a collage rather than separate images. But these are all enhancements that can be done later, because we are using a very simple model right now for converting our input to text or the response. We are using Gemma, and a very small version of Gemma for that matter. Yeah, I think we'll stop here. It seems we have reached the next stage of our journey, which is basically we started off with taking audio, converting it into text. This time, what we have done is we have taken the text, we have converted it into a response and images, and then what we'll do is try to bring all of this together as taking the text and converting it into audio and making it a bit more presentable. Okay, thank you very much.